Welcome back. This is module 6 of linear algebra and 256364. So this matrix real is said to be symmetric, real symmetric. So it must be a square matrix. Any real square matrix is said to be symmetric if A transpose is equal to A. That is Aij equal to Aj. I indicates the row and J column, then it will become column and row. So A transpose is equal to A, then A is real symmetric matrix. Then it is said to be skew symmetric matrix if A transpose is equal to minus A. So we should observe that in skew symmetric, if A is a real matrix, then if A is skew symmetric, then the diagonal elements of this A must be 0. So this is an example. Like the same, then already we have seen orthogonal matrices where A transpose into A equal to A into A transpose equal to I. That means the transpose become the inverse of the matrix. One of the property of this orthogonal matrix is the det of A is always 1. Plus or minus 1, it is unit. The mod, the absolute value of this det is always 1. So some of the important properties of these matrices are any square matrix I can write as a combination of symmetric and its skew symmetric matrix. So A plus A transpose is always symmetric and A minus A transpose is always skew symmetric if A is any square matrices. Then so here this is one of the fundamental property. Then every square matrix can be uniquely expressed as sum of symmetric and skew symmetric matrix. If A and B are symmetric matrices, then A into B is also symmetric matrix. A and B are symmetric, then AB minus BA is also skew symmetric. All possible integral powers of symmetric matrix are symmetric. A square, A cube, all these are symmetric. Positive odd integral powers of skew symmetric matrix are skew symmetric, and positive even integral powers, that means if A is skew symmetric, then A cube is also skew symmetric. So A square will become symmetric. If A is skew symmetric, then A square is symmetric. So even integral powers will become make it skew symmetric as symmetric, but odd will become skew symmetric as skew symmetric. If AB is orthogonal, then A into B is also orthogonal matrices. These are some important properties of this symmetric skew symmetric where A is a real matrix. Now we are going to look at if A is these are some examples where I can look at symmetry and skew symmetry of this matrix. Look at here A, this is the matrix A. This matrix is symmetric, means if I am finding transpose, yes, I am getting again here. So this is a symmetric matrix, and is this skew symmetric matrix? Hopeful, because the diagonals are 0. Then the transpose is becoming again minus A. Yes, so this is skew symmetric, and this is orthogonal, as we have seen in last session also. Then A into A transpose into A become I. So this is orthogonal matrix. So we are going to look at now complex matrix. What is a complex matrix? If the elements, at least one of the element in the given matrix is a complex number, then we can call this matrix A as complex matrix. Then we have some properties of this complex matrix. I can find conjugate of this complex matrix. So the conjugate we will write as A bar. So what is conjugate of I? The conjugate of I is minus I. The conjugate of minus I is plus I. The conjugate of 2 minus 3i is 2 plus 3i. 2 plus 3i is 2 minus 3i. I plus 2 is minus I plus 2. So The conjugate of 1 is 1 because it is real number does not have conjugate. So whenever a complex number involved in the matrix, then there exists conjugate for the given matrix. Then we have three kinds of matrices. One is Hermitian, skew Hermitian, and unitary. What is a Hermitian? A conjugate transpose becomes A, then A is said to be Hermitian matrix. This is an example of this Hermitian matrix. Look at one of the important observation here. In Hermitian matrix, the diagonal elements are real. So it is possible to be Hermitian if the diagonal elements are real. If A is said to be, this is conjugate, and find the first conjugate and transpose, or first do the transpose and conjugate, whatever the method. Again I got A, therefore it is Hermitian matrix. What is skew Hermitian? A bar transpose, conjugate of A transpose is minus A. So here one of the important observation is that the diagonal elements in a skew Hermitian matrix are either 0 or purely imaginary. It does not contain either real or a combination of real and imaginary. It must be either only purely imaginary number or it must be 0. Then only a matrix is possible to become a skew Hermitian matrix. So this is the transpose. First I am finding the transpose, and then I am finding the conjugate, and then I am multiplying with minus. Then again I got, by multiplying with minus, I got again A. So this is minus A. What is unitary matrix? Unitary matrix is the dot product of any two rows, any two columns is 0, and length of each column is 1. That is the general process. So here these are complex numbers. So this is said to be a unitary matrix if the vectors are real numbers. The vector contain real numbers, then we will call orthogonal. So with the same property, if it contains a real and imaginary combination, then we can say this as unitary matrix. The tet of this unitary matrix is either +1 or -1. So again A into A transpose, conjugate transpose, that we will call as A into A theta is equal to A theta into A equal to I. That is the general formula for orthogonal unitary matrix. A into A theta equal to I. So these are some examples of Hermitian, skew Hermitian, and unitary. Now we need to observe and tell which is Hermitian. This must be skew Hermitian because the diagonals are purely imaginary. So this is Hermitian, and this is unitary matrix, the dot product of any two columns. Unitary matrices. Then this is about unitary and Hermitian and skew Hermitian. Now we are going to look at one of the important thing other than this Hermitian, skew Hermitian. These are the general geometric aspect of these matrices. The matrix will translate, reflect, rotate the vectors. What is meaning of translates? It slides, that means it replaces the vector from one position to another position. For example, look at this. This is the triangle with vertices. Here are this first vertices is at 1, 2. This is second vertices at 1, 7, or this is first vertices, this is second vertices, and this is third vertices 6, 2. So we are writing these vertices as column vectors. Now I am changing this vertices towards negative x 2 units and towards negative y downwards 2 units. So this is called translation. I am moving this matrix, these vectors. So here the translation matrix is I am subtracting -2 from all the x coordinates, and I am subtracting -2 from all the y coordinates, because it is moving along y direction, negative y, negative x. Then this a plus t is the new matrix I will get here. So what is this a plus t? Look at the a plus t now become 1 minus 2 minus 1, 1 minus 2 minus 1, 6 minus 2 4, a 7 minus 2 5, 2 minus 2 0, 2 minus 2 0. This is the new matrix. These are the new vertices. Look at, these are the new vertices, minus 1 5, minus 1 0, 4 0. Now this triangle, blue triangle, is translates to red triangle. That means the vectors are changed its position. So this is called translation. So the translation happened by adding these vectors with another set of vectors or another matrix T. A I am adding with T, then it is transformed to a new position vector, that is C, let us say. So the another important transformation, the another important aspect of this matrices is reflection. This is an object, it reflects. So this most commonly we will do in Photoshop, photo editing, all these things. So here there are some set of predefined matrices which help to reflect the each pixel, each vector into the its reflection vector. So some of the standard formula we can see here, these are some standard matrices which reflects x-axis. Any vector, if you multiply any vector with this vector, then the resultant vector is the translation of the corresponding vector. For example, along x-axis, for example 1 comma 1 is the vector in x-axis, then multiply here with 1 into 1, then 1 minus 1, it will become a new vector 1 minus 1, where 1 minus 1 lies in fourth quadrant, 1 comma y lies in first quadrant, 1 comma minus 1 lies in fourth quadrant, which is the reflection of the first vector with respect to x-axis. Like the same 1 comma 1 vector multiply with this minus 1 0 and 0 1, then it will become minus 1 comma 1, x is negative, y positive, the vector lies in second quadrant, that means it is become reflection along y-axis. This 1 comma 1 if I multiply with this vector, then minus 1 1 is the resultant vector which is in third quadrant. The given vector 1 1 in first quadrant, the resultant vector minus 1 in third quadrant, therefore it is reflection over the origin, reflection over the line y equal to x. So this is we have to take a 2 comma 3 vector and multiply with this, we will get the reflection vector of this y equal to x. So this is some basic transformations, what vectors, what matrices can do on apply on a vector. It may rotate the vector, it may translate the vector, it may reflect the vector. Those are helpful while you are doing image processing or while you are learning machine learning. All these things, the geometric representation of these matrices is important. So here I would like to rotate a vector through an angle, some angle theta. This is the vector xb. I want to rotate this vector xb to yb to an angle theta. So the corresponding matrices, the standard matrices is represented as cos theta minus sin theta cos theta in 2-dimension plane. So these are about some geometric interpretation of these matrices. keep learning. In next class we will see more about